Good morning, this is Sarah, your imperfect carnivore in the UK. This video is really a follow-up video to my one that I loved doing, which was Confessions of an Ex-Slimming Consultant. I'm going to pop a link in the description of that. I highly recommend you watch it. It gives an insight into what it was like to try and get women to eat low fat and then the results on their health. And basically the women were not losing weight, the men were. Now this isn't a man bashing video, this is a diet club bashing video. This is a low fat dieting bashing video. This is a poor women's hormones, what have we done to them and now we're not losing weight kind of video. But I would like to cast my mind back to when I was a slimming consultant. When new people came into the group, they used to have to come and sit with me at the table and we tell them all about the plan and what we could do. But I'd like you to imagine now that you've come to my Slimming World group. Let's imagine it. You've just turned up and you've just found out about the carnivore diet, and I'm going to explain it in a way that I would have had to do when I was a Slimming World consultant. Welcome to your group. This is Sarah. I'm now going to introduce you to an amazing new way of eating that's going to transform your life and your health. But you may not actually lose weight for the first 4 months, 7 months, 9 months. In fact, the longest I've ever heard of someone not losing weight yet is 3 years. So come and pay me lots of money and join in with my group. And but you may not lose weight, if ever. It may take you years to start losing weight, but it's going to be so good for your health. Now, I've now finished the speech. How many people do you think would have signed up? And I can tell you, 0. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because the most likely reason that I've stopped my nutritional journey, as Alex calls it, or some other way of putting it, is because I get frustrated. I then try and tweak. And then when you tweak, you back yourself into a corner. And then you still might not lose weight. And then you tweak a bit more until you're just having beef and water, but still might not be losing weight. And then in your mind, you're thinking, what if I don't lose weight? How long can I keep going? How long can I keep going just eating beef and water? But knowing that it may take me a year or 18 months before my body's finished healing and starts losing weight. So what I'm trying to say is, that is the most likely reason that I've stopped. That's the most common reason that I've stopped. You know, even back in 2016, my cat's come to join us. Here is her tail. I'm going to show you her face in a minute. She'll love that. Even on my longest stretch in 2016, that was 6 months long, the weight didn't move. I remember getting very frustrated with the scales because I've got to the 4 month and the 5 month point and there was no significant real change in me. I felt fantastic. Of course I did. I felt absolutely brilliant. But, you know, I ended up giving my bathroom scales to the charity shop. Somewhere in the archives of my old laptop, I've got a photo of me handing my scales over to the poor unsuspecting man in the charity shop, who was not a thrift shop, if you don't know what a charity shop is. These scales, I was so frustrated. But I carried on my journey and kind of enjoyed it. And I was happy, the sun was shining, and then there was an incident on holiday that I'd rather not talk about. I'll talk about it in another video, why I stopped. I now remember why I stopped. I thought it was an incident with a piece of chocolate, but it wasn't that. There was a precursor to that, and I will discuss that in another video, why I stopped. But what I'm trying to say is, I find it hard to do a very, very, very basic level, because within a week, I'm already thinking, I still might not lose weight doing this. I still may not heal in any significant amount of time. It still may take me 9 months, 10 months, 18 months, 3 years before the weight starts coming down. And then I think to myself, how long can I keep up just beef and water if I'm not getting the results? So this hasn't ended up being a bashing of the Slimming Club video, has it? It's been more like a sub-story. I'm sure you're all going to get your violins out in a minute. Cut a long story short, this is the reason I've now decided to do 12 months of mixed carnivore. To hell with the consequences. The scales are away. I have got new ones. I don't know why I bought them. They don't make me lose weight. They just make me more depressed about myself. So I've decided to go back to being a complete beginner carnivore. The sort of person who joins a Facebook group like Zeroing In on Health, and you're told to eat all of the things. for as long as you want to, until you move down the ladders on the rungs on the ladder naturally. And I think this is going to work for me, because I've had lots of contacts in the carnivore world that can share me some amazing recipes that I don't have because I'm avoiding dairy, or I'm just trying to eat beef, or I'm just trying to do BBE. I need all the variety. I need to start, well, obviously I've started from the 27th of December. I don't know what day I'm on. It's roughly the 20th of Jan now. So we're nearly a month of being back to carnivore. Started with 15 days lion, now I'm mixed. And I need 12 months. I need to beat my record. So far, I've only done 6 months without getting distracted. It needs to be 12. Has to be 12. Why? Because I want to get this job finished once and for all. You guys want this job finished once and for all. You don't want to see me struggling. I don't want to see me struggling. I know what I need to do. There's a risk my psoriasis might come back as a result of bringing back the dairy, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Having psoriasis isn't the end of the world. You know, in the whole scheme of things, it's not going to harm me to do 6 to 8 months with dairy just to try and get my body in that place where it's become fat adapted and ready to go and the hormones healed. Is it wise to have the dairy? Possibly, possibly not, but at the moment I'm going with it. I need to pretend I'm a brand new carnivore who's gone at this for the first time, who's having all the variety, everything included. The bacon and the eggs, the chicken, you know, with the chicken skin, gorgeous, with dairy, with cheese. You know, I need to be that one that's experimenting with those pancakes that you make with cream cheese and eggs and wrapping them into bacon. And, you know, I need to be that person who's just does it. Next December will be my 10-year anniversary of discovering the carnivore lifestyle, and I think the most satisfying way of hitting my 10 stone, not 10 stone, that would be nice, but the most satisfying result would be to get to my 10-year carniversary and say, okay, I messed about for 9 years, but the last 12 months has been absolutely perfect, and this is where I am with my health. I've lost my skin tag, my eyes are in better condition, my hair's better, and I've dropped a size or 2. That would be very, very satisfying, because it's very embarrassing. I find it incredibly embarrassing. I shouldn't get embarrassed, but I do. People keep saying they want to interview me. I've got, I told Mark Hay that I wanted to be interviewed by him in March. I haven't achieved enough to be able to do that, so that's not happening. I tried to do an interview with Dave Mack, but I kept stuttering and trying to skirt around the fact that I've just been on and off the wagon for 9 years. It's embarrassing. I want to have an interview with someone where I say, I made it, I did it. I want that so much, and I know that you guys do. If you've been following me, you want that for me too. So, and I firmly believe the only way I'm going to be able to say I've done 12 strict months is to include all of the carnivore foods. But yeah, back to the Slimming Club thing. It was the women that were not losing weight. Women of my age were not losing weight doing the Slimming World thing. It was the men, but then generally they had less dieting history, you know. But once you understand, but yeah, basically back to those new members. I'm just trying to make excuses for myself. I'm just making excuses, you know I am. But I would invite anyone, you know, if I asked somebody at my work, if you went to a Slimming Club and they said you wouldn't start losing weight for, say, 7 months, would you sign up? They would say no. I think 99% of people would say no. It takes a lot of courage and guts and stamina and willpower to keep trying something. And you know you're going to lose weight eventually, but it's not coming yet. I would invite most people, you know, if I did a survey out in town next week and said, if you went to a Slimming Club and you were told that you may have to wait a whole 12 months before the weight comes down, would you do it? No. So this is how I'm kind of justifying the fact that it's been bumpy and messing about. If you've got this far, thank you so much for still believing in me, because you believe in me more than I believe in myself right now. But I feel so much happier doing the variety. I'm going to be getting on the carnivore recipe blogs and vlogs and making things. I know that Lisa Wiedemann has got some fantastic things that she can do with food. She talks about her a drink that replaces coffee, which is made with egg yolk and butter with a bit of salt mixed with hot water. Soothing warm drink for the winter. I'm not having that because I was avoiding the eggs and the dairy, because I was trying to do lion. You know, I live in the UK where the weather is miserable for most of the year, so I need to have a warm drink sometimes, and I'm going to be experimenting with that. I love the idea of having some creamy sauces with my meat. I love the idea of having some bit of cheese with my burger, and if that keeps me super happy and I can do 12 months as a result, then it's a win. And on my 10-year carnivore anniversary, I can say I've done a year strict without messing up. That's the goal, because once you've done a year, it will probably turn into 2 years. So that's what we're doing. My cat's here. For those of you that have seen the end of the video, say hi. This is Tink. Yep. If you've seen right to the end, write the word Tink, T-I-N-K, in your video. There, she's gone. She's going to disappear now. Right, Tink, in the end, if you made it to the end. And that's the end of my waffling. I don't know if any of that made sense, but it made sense to me, and she loved it. You take care, guys. See you later. Bye.